have another big hand for the preschoolers? And preschoolers, please take a bow. Thank your audience for being awesome. And you guys can have a seat. Can we have a big round of applause for Mr. Masuno for helping us out on the violin? And before we let Mr. Hirata say a few words, can we sing that last song one more time? Go ahead, hit it, Mr. Nate.
Mr. Jonah, Mr. Nate, Mr. George over there, they worked super hard this week working with us, and Mr. Jonah said like he was inspired by the preschoolers' ideas about how to be a bucket filler. So the reason why we invited everybody here is that because you know, we don't want to just learn about being bucket fillers in our own class. If we just keep our learning inside our own class, then it kind of doesn't match up with our mission statement, which says we want to help make we want to work, play, and learn together to make the world a better place. So the reason why we made these books is so that we can share with the rest of the school, with our families, and in the community. And not only did we share it with our community, but we took it to different schools outside of our community. And the feedback we're getting from other schools is that they love reading their books. It's their ideas, it's not the teacher's ideas. And we're trying to help make the world a better place. So our book tour, Bucket Filler book tour, was successful for the first time. And we're hoping to grow on that. And Mr. Nate, he recorded voices, pre-K voices, and now we're planning to share that with the rest of the world too, so that the songs that Mr. Jonah, Mr. Nate, and the preschoolers created together is not just gonna stay in our school, but we're gonna try and spread it out to the rest of the United States and the rest of the world too. So we're gonna say, let's give a hand for Mr. Nate, Mr. Jonah, and Mr. George. And then we can have it. And we'll give it to Mr. Nate. Amelia, can you give it to Mr. George over there? So going forward, looking ahead to next year, we don't want just our classrooms and individuals to be bucket fillers, but we're working to spread it not only in our classroom, but with our families, the communities, and the rest of the world. So we're looking for everybody to be a bucket filler, not just certain people, okay? We thank you for taking the time out and being a really good audience. I know everybody's busy, but your children appreciate you taking the time out and watching them and clapping for them. So we thank you for taking time out again.
Boys and girls, another big hand for your audience. We're looking forward to working with you folks again next year. We'll be with all 3 grade levels, pre-K, kindergarten, and first grade as well next year. Thank you guys again. Aloha.
Wow! Can we give a big hand to the stars, our preschool students? Very good, outstanding, boys and girls. And of course, thank you to T-Shirt Theater, Alliance for Drama. We also have to thank Mr. Hirata for helping us to make this all possible. So I can just envision we, Linapuni School, are truly becoming a performing arts early learning center. Parents, can you imagine your children going up to Farrington High School and joining T-Shirt Theater? Yes, I think so. Can you imagine your kids building their identity? We saw so much joy in their performance. They have so much heart. Truly, we want them to find their passion here at Linapuni. It doesn't take 1 year, it's a 3-year program. Okay, so I'm just gonna make a plug for Linapuni School. We are not just a preschool program, we are an early learning program. And you know, I know it's easy to send your kids up with the other siblings, but sometimes what's best for kids is not necessarily what's convenient for adults. Okay, so